Hey, good morning, Bill. You know, we hear about Sasquatch, and a lot of times it gets sensationalized, right? You go walk down downtown Seattle, and there's all of these little gifts and things that you can get. But what are the actual stories that go behind these beings that are really native to this land? I've got Patricia Kosgrove here. Now, you guys have put together an exhibit that takes away, again, that sensationalized version of Sasquatch and talks about other creatures, including things like stick Indians.
Stick Indians.
Can you tell me about that?
Sure. So we know that Sasquatch is a fascinating subject, but I wanted to look deeper into the oral histories that talk about these creatures, and we find that Sasquatch is only one of many, many. And so early anthropologists interviewed native people, those native people being born in the 1800s, and they documented everything about their life because they thought the native cultures were ending at that point. And amongst how to build a house and inheritance patterns and all the other things that they learned about came stories of these mysterious beings that live in the woods. And so I actually mapped out the stories that I read. So they're hundreds and hundreds of miles apart, and they feature 4 kinds of creatures that we decided to feature in this exhibit. I did not include the 2-headed serpents, thunderbirds, the undersea wolf, and a bunch of other creatures who also occur in those oral histories.
Right.
So then I started to chart out their characteristics. Are they big? Are they little? Do they cause you to be unconscious when they look at you?
Oh my God, and some of them steal food and things like that, cause unconsciousness, like you said, tricks people. And then let's take a peek over here at these stick Indians.
We'll introduce the first little guys, and they're the little ones. They're called stick Indians. And I didn't name them that. That's what native people call them.
Okay.
And I believe that it references them living up in the hills, up in the sticks.
That makes sense.
Yeah, yeah, and they're little. They're sometimes thought of as our size, but usually littler, and they like to steal things. And in this instance, they're looking at some shell jewelry and pondering which to take. And they could be tricksters, kind of little pests, but sometimes they'd also bring you back something in trade.
Oh, like what are we talking about? Bring me back something.
Like they're little, but they were very good hunters. They'd bring you a whole dead deer that they'd carry over their back with and it would have a broken neck.
Oh goodness, you know.
Well, when you're a hunting culture, you'd like that. That would be a big gift, you know.
Yeah, and a very thoughtful gift at that too, you know. And we're going to be with Patricia all morning talking about these native stories and things like that. And there's a reason why Patricia's here and not someone who's actually been passed these stories down, because there's a little superstition about that too. We'll explain that next hour and talk about Sasquatch, of course, and a couple of these other beings, but that's more later this morning. But right now, Bill, back on over to you.